Hello everyone, Crystalline here. Welcome to my channel, Tune Into Love. Welcome to another Pick a Card reading. This message came through as, what is your magic? What are your magical qualities? What is magical about you? So thank you all for tuning in. I truly appreciate each and every one of you. Please do subscribe, like, comment, and share if the videos resonate. And please join me over on my social media or my Patreon. I would be so honored to have you over there. And take a moment here, just breathe. Allow your intuition to guide you. Group 1, 2, 3, or 4. Always trust your inner guidance, your intuition. You'll feel a strong pull in your feelings as to which group or pile is calling to your particular heart and spirit. Okay, so with that, let's just get right into the reading. I'll put timestamps in the description below. All right, beautiful heart and souls. Welcome to your reading. Thank you so much for tuning in. I absolutely adore and appreciate each and every one of you. So let's tune into your message here. And before I started the reading and I was pulling the cards, I was guided to pull a postcard from Spirit to start the message off, because there's this energy of, you know, our magical abilities being revealed or discovered, and feeling the excitement that accompanies that. And there is also an awareness of self-mastery, of a serious tone as to, with great power also shall become a great responsibility. So it's like there's this beautiful message about how to truly embrace your gifts and talents in the most aligned integrity that you can possibly feel, you know, so that as you're moving forward, there's this energy of just learning and refinement and growth that allows you to fully receive the confidence in knowing your own gifts and talents and knowing how to yield your magic, so to speak, where you feel aligned, you feel responsible, you know that however or whatever you're, you know, alchemizing or creating or expressing is truly beneficial, okay, for you and all those involved. So let's just get into the message here. Dearest you, on the front it says, with love. There's a little cherub angel holding up his chalice, like, sell it, like, you know, cheers. Dearest you, we have something. It could also be waiting for it to be filled. I don't know. There's an interesting energy here. We have something exciting to share with you. You are a manifesting master and you don't even know it. There will always be enough of everything that you need in your life. Money, opportunities, love, kindness. So whatever you're asking guidance about, have faith and be open to the many ways in which you will experience prosperity. Spirit is the source of your supply. The universe is always reflecting back to you what you believe, so whenever you fall into insecurity, you will be shown an illusion as if your fear were real. But the truth is that the universe is abundant. You are and always have been enough, and abundance is your natural state. If you can imagine something consistently as truth, you can and will create it. You are so on the right path right now. Keep believing. Then the seeing happens. Love you more and more every day. Oh my. So you are really feeling your magic. And this is a very exciting time. And it's also can be, you know, we're learning, right? It's new, it's unknown, and yet it feels so known. So there's this... It's like the moon energy, you know, it's really allowing you the opportunity to feel the truth for yourself through your own experience, okay? It's a level of self-mastery that does require your focus, your serious focus, your attention, you know, as if you were really truly wanting to excel in your favorite class, and really, and not because you're trying to get the best grade, but because you truly are, you know, wanting to become masterful in whatever topic or skill or expertise that you're involved in, like it's your passion, okay? I allow myself to accept prosperity. Money is simply energy and an exchange of services. How much I have depends on what I believe I deserve. Okay. I'm gonna lay them all out here so we can see. 9, self-acceptance. Okay, it's very similar energy to the 9 of Pentacles, so this is really nice. Look at all this abundant, prosperous energy. Keep your dreams alive, number 25. Again, this is a beautiful number. It's the 7. There's something here about, it's very similar to moon energy, illusions, and illusions being seen as benevolent, and things are unseen for a reason. It's not necessarily because they're hidden. It's more so about learning, acknowledging, beginning to see how unseen energies are meant to be that way for a specific reason, that it's not wrong or right. It's not scary or not scary. It's like you're being shown things in a way that there's only one way to be shown, and it's through your own experience here. It's like how does this artist paint this beautiful image, right? This vision, this gorgeous masterpiece. Like, this is what you're being shown, is that invisible type of magic that is truly aligned with our life force, or love energy, love force, life force. So keep your dreams alive, 25. This is like a change in, and it's union. It's like union, balance, harmony type of changes. So the changes feel very natural. They feel very authentic to embrace. Like, even if there's like a challenge or unknown, it feels very natural to embrace them, because you're going to be shown every step of the way, like the next thing and the next thing. So there's no fear of learning. There's no fear of moving forward in a direction where you're open to learning. There's like the number 7. It's either you're like, it's like you're not entertaining. There's something here about the mental realm where you're really acknowledging your self-mastery in terms of the work you've put in to become aware of your thoughts, how you manifest, becoming a master manifester, energy healing, energy work, shadow work. Like, all of this is now really truly being revealed to you in the physical world, and it's so beautiful and magical, so prosperous here, with certainty, phrenology. Waterfall, effortless. Look at, you're just beginning to flow as your magic is revealed. Okay, and there's something here about it, so we're going to keep going here. The wind fairy, thoughts, words, intellectual analysis, engagement ring, engagement, partnership, commitment, eternity, completion, union. To be fair. Look at you, so balanced here. You can do it, Archangel Michael. You can do it. Be honest with yourself. Look into your heart and you will know the truth of this situation. So I feel like there's just so much truth. You are the truth, the light, and the way. 3 of spirals. And the Ace of Cups. Okay. Wow. So the 3 of spirals, I believe, is the 3 of wands, and the Ace of Cups. Your magical gifts are truly beginning to manifest into the physical. You're beginning to expand your alchemical magical abilities into the physical reality in a way that you've never done before. And this requires you to be very fair and honest with yourself, very self-accepting, to really tune into your inner being. Archangel Michael, you can feel as your inner being, embodying the qualities, the energy of the archangel that you are. It's like there's an arc here. All right. There's some sort of arc, rainbow, archangel. It's like windshield wiper. There's like this clearing. It's so amazing. You are, the wind fairy, it's like this, your ability is like your energy. It allows, which either way that it's going, The Three of Wands. It's like you have a way of clearing out whatever energies are no longer growing, so to speak, like just simply through your presence, your energy, like the way your mind works, the way that you show up, your presence in life. You're very fair, you're very balanced, you're very rooted in source energy, the power of life force energy. You know that we can do anything we put our minds to. Truly, you know, our heart and soul's already in something. The mind is the only thing that gets caught up in the, you know, it's like very black and white and yet very colorful and all inclusive. You know, I feel all the elements here. I feel the earth as green and yet blue too. It's like it's the water, it's the fire, and yet it's also natural. There's no superficiality to your flow. It's all very aligned. You're like a your magical gifts are like really truly rooted in your honesty, in your commitment, you know, in your willingness to embrace life and to embrace creation and to embrace, you know, it's like keeping your dreams alive. You could just your energy keeps the dream alive. And so this is like for you to allow yourself to really accept the prosperity that you're aligned with. Like there's so much prosperity that is flowing to you. It's like waving. It's like as you're waving and you know, saying hello to life, and as you're doing that, it's like clearing away or transforming energies. It's like the energies can see and feel their own beauty and begin to do it naturally, effortlessly. Your intellect, your intelligence, the way that you use your words, the way that your thoughts form together in sentences or blocks of information, it's really clear. And it's because you've spent so much time being honest with yourself, you know, allowing yourself to tune into your courage and bravery, to really acknowledge, you know, your own choices, your own lessons, your own, you know, whatever activities or affinities or relationships that you chose, and really choosing to look within yourself as to why you chose those things for yourself, you know. And, you know, it's like, is this good for me? Is this not good for me from an observer? It's like you've been able to really hone in on your mind and refine it and grow it and nurture it instead of allowing anything to destroy it. It's like the beautiful mind is very clear. It's very full of infinite creativity and life and prosperity. You recognize the source of abundance is truly rooted in your soul, the life force energy. I feel like there's this energy of you kind of waiting right now, waiting for a sign, a signal to move. However, it's like you're not waiting for anything. You're just effortlessly going with the flow and, you know, being fair and responding in unconditional love. And, you know, it's like the wisdom. It's almost like this woman, you know, the dress that she's wearing reminds me of a wedding gown. And she has she has 2 arms. Okay. The owl on her head here. It's like, oh my goodness. It's like you have this it's like so powerful, like your ability to manifest, and yet you're human. You're like, I feel like this is like, it's like maybe you're perceived as like, you know, bigger than life. Like you're so aligned with what it is that you want to manifest, unconditional love. And you're so, you know, it's like you understand there's this there's this period of like patience, right? Being patient and listening and really tuning into the elements, really tuning into the present moment and being grateful for every breath you take, and every moment is revealing something new to you. As long as you allow yourself to remain relaxed and receptive and fair, and remember that you can do anything, you're really allowing the support of, you know, the angelics, this unseen energies to guide you. You're allowing your archetypal energies to guide. That's what this feels like. It's like you're embodying your archetypal I bet you're pretty funny too. I feel like there's like this sense of humor that is really budding out of you, emerging out of you, being encouraged out of you because you're very funny when you're in your clarity and your spirit and your authentic alignment. There's like this humor about you that is beginning to bubble up, and as you really embrace yourself and accept yourself and your magical gifts and talents and abilities, the humor, it is all is fair and love and war and all this stuff. It's like you're going to be able to really engage with life in a fun way that allows you to giggle and laugh at humanity and the things we've been through. And it's like there's just this prosperous energy of love, of life, of being connected, of unconditional freedom to discover yourself. And wherever you flow, it's like there's an engagement here with life. It could be also that you're attracting a partner, it's like there's this energy of engagement, really being engaged with your dreams, like keeping your dreams alive because now you're fully engaged with them. It's like engaged dreams, full speed ahead. You're no longer dreaming about the dream, you're living the dream. It's like being engaged to your own dream in life, and it's just flowing, and there's this certainty to you, there's this wisdom and intellect to you. You're very intelligent. Your mind, when you share your thoughts and wisdom, it's very appreciated. It's very appreciated by the universe and by those who are also in tune with that sort of consciousnness. So if it's like, I feel like you've in the terms of the wind fairy, and I keep saying and like there's this refinement happening in the way that you're communicating and being aware of just like slang conversation or things we pick up from our friends, and then how we speak when we're out in the world or with professionally. When we're friends, we tend to say things like and you feel me, right? Like when we're and it's like there's like this merging between who we are as people and how we're showing up in the world. Whereas before it was like very like business, business and home life were separate, like pleasure and business, you don't mix them. But it's like the world has changed so much. We're working from home, we're starting our own businesses, we're creatives, we're artists, we're into all sorts of artistic expressions, right? And we're merging it with our business and our finances and our home. And so it's like there's this encouragement from source to truly embrace your authenticity and never feel ashamed or bad or anything about being human, and the way you communicate, because it's about your spirit. It's what's inside. It's just like delivering this message, it's taken me some time to really self-acceptance, to embrace myself and my gifts when I'm tuning into messages, especially, for other people. For myself, it's completely different, right? It's a completely different thing. When I'm tuned into others, I always want to maintain the highest integrity and the clearest energy that I possibly can, because I'm not here necessarily to make friends. However, I'm here to deliver a message that's truly aligned and rooted in a place of our own source humanity, the wisdom, the intelligence through my own experiences of learning about consciousness and relationships and all of this, to be fair, to show up. And there are times when I'm not sure, which way to go, and yet I'm still right where I need to be, and the messages are received. Something is shown to me, we see something, right? There's something here about when you're truly embraced in the honesty of yourself, everything is effortless. And I feel like that's something you've really come into clarity to and certainty to for yourself right now. And it's really beautiful. I can feel this. I've also experienced this. And Archangel Michael is such a powerful, angelic force or being, very compassionate and yet very serious when it comes to, learning the principles or the foundational energies of true humanity, true love, like loyalty and, fortitude, and speaking your truth when it's necessary and for the right reasons. And he's very in tune with the energetic elements of life, the ether, the consciousness, the physical reality in terms of his health and his body, and the importance of taking care of mind, body, and spirit. And can be protective when need be. It's like recognizing that we're human, and we are very vulnerable. Our bodies, we're fragile, and at the same time we have the power of the life force, the energy of angels and guides, and human consciousness right there with us, guiding us every step of the way. And I feel like you've been through some situations where the fairness was really presented to you in a way that allowed you to take, to really be aligned, not even take, I don't even like saying that word. I feel like this is a part of the refinement process. It's like truly recognizing alignment versus just, being out of alignment. Once you're in alignment, there's this fairness quality to you, and it applies with yourself first and foremost. It allows you to see, out in such a new expanded perspective that there's this wholeness and completeness to you that is always expanding, right? It's like once we realize we're whole and complete, then we're always, it's like there's this feeling of knowing that every day something new is unfolding. Like it's incomplete, but it's complete, but it's never really complete. Like every day is a new day. And there's always a new painting emerging. There's always a new vision, and yet it's all life for it's all the same and yet so different. Like it opens you up to so many multidimensional, even on the brain here, there's all these different sections. It's like one beautiful brain, and yet now there's this and this and this, and there's all these different things that you can tune into so clearly. And so your magical gifts are truly rooted in your honesty, your self-acceptance, your fairness, your balance. And I really feel like you are meant to communicate and share your wisdom in a very beautiful way. It's like very simple and yet very pure, very prosperous. You're meant to do something with your mind, your intellect, your thoughts, your words. You could be a writer. You could be some sort of communicator. You could even be a teacher of some sort, an expertise or professional in some sort of consciousness field. In terms of human consciousness and how we function, relationships, behaviors. You're very, very aligned. It's effortless for you. And I feel like that in itself is so, there's a prosperity to it that enriches your life and everyone's life with that very abundant, prosperous energy, okay? So whenever you fall into insecurity, you will be shown an illusion, as if your fear were real. So if whatever fears are inside of you are going to be revealed so that you can fully embrace your gifts and talents and move forward without fear. Because once you recognize them and you're shown them and you have your experience with them, you will essentially neutralize any of the fears. They become a part of you. They become your empowerment. They become your foundation. They become your why. They become all sorts of things that serve you and humanity. So writing, I feel like writing is really going to help you right now in allowing yourself to engage with these sort of fears in a very benevolent, safe, secure type of way, where you don't feel fear, you don't feel scared, you're not like hesitating in any way. Like it's something you'll actually embrace, engage with, and then as you're facing them, so much more. Every time you face a fear, more of your magic will be revealed, more of your memories or your visions of what you're meant to be aligned with will be shown to you, okay? And that's how you're allowing yourself to accept prosperity. As you accept, whatever is inside of you, the subconscious, the unconscious, there's like a light, a clarity, and it unlocks another piece of your expansion. Like it's just so amazing, okay? So Wind Fairy, listen for your consciousness, tune into your consciousness, your thoughts, your words, a lot of intellectual stuff. And it's, all rooting or stemming from being completely honest with yourself and life and keeping your dreams alive. Okay. To be fair, your everything is going to work in your favor. if you have any doubts about that, everything is working in your favor because you're choosing, to be fair. You're choosing alignment. You're choosing love. You're choosing all of it, and you can do it. You have the power and forces of the whole human consciousness here behind you. It's all unconditional love. Even the trees, the plants are all watching you. Buddha's here, in the trees. The green man, it looks like Buddha. The three of spirals, co-creation. It's like the spirals of life, and it's just like maybe you were one spiral and now there's all these spirals coming off you, like the sun. Like you're that inspirational, and it's you have a beautiful mind. So group number 1, that was a very long message, but I truly hope that you enjoyed it and that it affirmed whatever you're feeling about your own magical gifts and talents and abilities. And please keep being you and sharing with us your wisdom and your clarity, because we certainly need it. Certainty. We need the certainty, okay? And the effortless feeling of, prosperity and honesty and dreams and art and nature and all the stuff that you're doing. We need you. So thank you for sharing your magical gifts, and know that you're supported. We love you. You are so accepted, strong, independent, interdependent, sovereign here. Very well supported, taken care of, loved, and enjoyed, most importantly, okay? Your gifts are so enjoyable. So please share them and know that, you will be well received, okay? Thank you all so much for subscribing as well, liking, commenting, sharing. Please connect with me over on my social media and my Patreon. Those links are in the description. And I look forward to the very next message that comes through for all of you. Until then, please continue taking very extra good, wonderful care of yourselves. And I will see you very soon for the next message. All my infinite love as always. Peace. Hello, group number 2. How are all of you amazing, beautiful heart and souls? So let's see what your messages here, what your soul wants you to know about your magical gifts and abilities. I'm going to start with the postcard from Spirit. I was guided to pull a card from Spirit to start the message, because your magical abilities are so beautiful, so sacred, so powerful, that you always want to know that you're in alignment and integrity with how they unfold and how you implement them and how you share them and express them and all of that. So there's like this excitement and yet a seriousness to it as well. So we're going to start with this. It says, you are loved. And there's a little sweet little angel cherub baby here with a bow and arrow. Or is there an arrow? Just a bow? And a rose here. So, dearest you, we here on the other side have one important thing to declare. Love is the answer to literally everything. We don't necessarily mean romantic or erotic love, although they are wonderful, but something above and beyond that. Everything alive in the world was first created by love. Spirit sends love to animate life and birth it into existence. Love is without conditions, and it is based in reverence and a fierce and joyful respect for life. Love thrives when you focus on it, and we want you to turn away from anything that causes it to wane. Love is when you no longer see yourself as other, separate from, better or less than, etc. When you act as love, you give permission to the world to thrive and grow as it will. Can you let go of what is not love and ask, what would love do? Love is waiting for you always and forever. We just adore you over here. We just adore you over here, Chief. Oh my goodness. I really have to say that it feels like my own soul way back in the day. Like, what would love do, Crystal? Love is the magical, it is the magic, right? Unconditional love frequency, the life force frequency. When we're tuned into that, it's our magic. All of a sudden, we're aligned. Our own innate magical abilities are what we see or perceive them as magical. However, they're very natural. And they enjoy evolving, and we enjoy discovering them and learning and growing and all of this. So there is a moment in time that we all reach as we're expanding, where we're really asked to surrender to our soul. And for me personally, I remember saying to my soul, like, I had a moment down by the river where I really was like, okay, soul, I release all that is no longer love for me. I welcome and align with all that is love, that's love for me, that I benefit in a loving way. And it's like that internal self-initiated choice, right? It's not just something we say, like, it's actually a self-internal innate choice that is made that affects everything else in our life, okay? And it really does unlock our magic. It aligns us with our own power. We learn things about ourselves that we never knew. We recognize that love is so much more than just a romantic relationship or our children or our parents. Like, it is everything. And with that, there's so much to discover, and yet it can also feel a bit it's unfamiliar and unknown, right? So there's a lot of what ifs and how and what do I do now, and all of this. It's like shifting us, or I don't even want to say shifting. It's just a natural expansion of what you already know. It like builds upon itself, right? So you're not losing anything at all. It's like if you were to filter something, right? It's like you're filtering it because you're, say for example, you have a bunch of seeds and you're filtering out all the plant material so that you just have the seeds. There's nothing wrong with the plant material, and in fact you could use it for other things, right? Like tea or compost or mulch or food for the animals or yourself or whatever. Like, there's this energy of recognizing the benefit of all things and how everything has like its own place, and when it's aligned where it should be, it thrives naturally. Okay, there's something here about that. Black cat and good luck. Okay. The shadow side of life, it's like being able to know what's in your shadow as well as your light, because in order to be a true alchemist and really truly engage with your own magical abilities, you are becoming aware of all of you, the light, the dark, the light, the shadow, the good, the bad, the ugly. It's like you are moving beyond duality, beyond judgment, into wholeness, right? Seeing things from a neutral perspective, from your infinite self perspective. Being able to see the world, it's like you get to experience this shift in your own perception. It's really unlocking and revealing a lot of things about yourself. Rain, purification. I feel like the elements are really playing with you right now and allowing you to see the magic of everything has its own magic, right? So like the rain has its own magic, the earth has its own magic, the birds. And it's like you're learning how to alchemize with each thing individually, and how you don't necessarily have to do anything. It's about being in tune with the unconditional love frequency or the life force frequency. And then it shows you, like, you get to discover the magic together, and only those two elements can know. There's something here about communication, really improving your communication. Like, I feel your communication. I feel like the redness here. I feel there's this, it's like a red pink softness. It's like a soft pink sunset, where it feels, it's like that feeling where you just feel like, it's just so nice, It's like not too much and it's not too little. It's just right. Not too hot, not too cold, just right. There's like a muted energy here, and yet it's never muted. It's like everything can be spoken, and what's spoken is love. It's the pure energy, and it could even be, spoken through body language or just through like observing something or acknowledging something. It's like whatever it is that you're doing as you're purifying and tuning into the true life force energy, everything is becoming very magical and clear for you. Relief. You're feeling a lot of relief and comfort. And if you aren't, just tune into relief and it will immediately show up. It really will. I feel this connection here. It's like the earth is even like, finally. This human, we adore you over here. We adore you over here, Chief. Commune with us. It's so cute. I'm sorry. New experiences and possibilities. Number 18. I can relate to this, it's like as you're becoming aware of like the magic of the universe, it's also like, whoa. the universe is just, it sees you as this beautiful, like, child, youthful spirit. It wants to play with you and delight you. It wants to show you how colorful and wonderful it is, and how it's not scary at all. There's nothing to be afraid of. Time to go, number 45. Okay. See the other person's point of view. Wow. The ocean. We have Storyteller, the Hermit. Oh, this card reminds me of visions of life beyond death from the Sacred Rebels. There's something here that is so beautiful. I am totally in charge of my life now. The moment I say positive affirmations, I step out of the victim role. I am no longer helpless. I acknowledge my own power. 5 of Wands and not enough. Frustrated in a relationship, lack of confidence, self-sabotage, fear, ego issues, jealousy. This one came out in the last pick a card as well. So what is occurring for you or happening for you right now is this period of introspection where you've really been going within yourself, really being shown and guided to your own wisdom, the innate wisdom that not only you have experienced or have come into knowing, it's also the wisdom of the world or the life or the earth, you know, the consciousness of life force. Like you are being shown so much wisdom beyond what even you could possibly know in this one lifetime. So with all of this insight, basically, there's also this encouragement the universe wants to express through you, right? So that when we discover our gifts, it's so that we can then express them and share them, because that's where the joy lies. The joy lies in expressing your gift, or lays in it, or is, you know, expressed through yourself. There's something here about lies and victim mentality and not feeling like you're enough. It's like really tuning into just right, like authenticity and right. What's right for you, what feels right for you. There is, you know, this energy of not enough, and the 5 of Wands here of conflict within your own self, with your personality, your ego, and also like the structure of life, right? It's like you're breaking free of structures, limiting programs and beliefs, and the matrix type mentality, and you're really choosing to move forward, you know, it totally in charge of your own life. You're really being asked right now to see from other people's points of view, other perspectives, and through that you're deepening and refining your own ability to communicate your truth and express your truth, which is going to bring so much relief in your everyday reality. You know, it's like practicing communicating with the life force energy allows you to really tune into that master co-creator energy, where you're completely, you know, you feel supported, you feel good in the sense of who you are and your connection to life, and you know that you're always supported. You know, you can always communicate your you know, whatever it is that you need to communicate. There's always an outlet, there's always something to tune into. However, there's something here with a person or a people where it's like the storyteller here, the hermit. It's almost as if you've gone within to purify so that you can begin truly writing your own story the way that is truly in alignment with you. There's new experiences and possibilities here. It's like you're going to be able to share your story. And your story isn't just about you. It's about the visions that you've been receiving. It's about your purpose here of co-creating. And it's like you already have it's like what I've been shown lately too a lot as I've been communicating and receiving these messages is it's not so much about our purpose or even a meaning in life. Like there's really no meaning or purpose. The meaning and purpose lies in our expression, our experience, our ability to express source energy through ourselves. That's what gives life meaning. You know, it's like if we love someone, to give them a hug and, you know, our presence for 5 minutes is the meaning, right? Whereas if we were just like thinking about them like, oh yeah, I love them, there would be no meaning really to that. There's this realization and how you choose to express your own unique soul essence, your own vibration, your own healing abilities, your own connection to life. And you're going to continue to be shown. I feel like you're also being guided to take some time to connect in with the ocean. You know, like when you stand near the ocean and you just feel so small. It just goes on for so long. It's so big you can't even see it from where you stand. Like there's also a purity to the ocean air, like breathing in the ocean air, the ions, the consciousness that's associated with the ocean of life force energy. Like as you breathe in that ocean air, you're able to ingest or take in that information. The sand, you know, over time, like all of those little bits of sand as you walk on the sand in your bare feet, it's like your body's making contact with the consciousness that's supporting your growth, that's meant just for you and your whatever desired experience that you're here to express. Only source knows, only your soul knows. And so it's like you're allowing yourself to receive the communication, and also in ways that maybe you never were open to before. You know, because every time I see this black cat and the reflection here, it's like that energy of taboo. However, it's not. You know, it's all about how we're perceiving it. It's just a sweet black cat standing in front of a puddle with the sun shining on it. You know, in our limited consciousness thinking, we might be like, oh, that means bad luck, you know, but here it's like, this is good luck. This means that you're paying attention to your own soul synchronicities that are aligned with the universe. Like there's a communication here that's yours alone, so that you know, it's like your ability to trust yourself, when to move, your instincts, they're all in alignment. Okay, so now that you're clear with yourself, you're being asked to, it feels like, you know, whatever relationships have been in your life, to allow yourself to see from their point of view, to acknowledge whatever, wherever the relationships stand. It doesn't have to be like anyone. Like I'm feeling like it's just like anyone in your life that has been a part of your journey in whatever way, shape, or form. It's not a judgment on how they've affected you or influenced you. It's more of like where you stand with them. So if everything is, you know, feeling in peace and calm, or, you know, neutral, or whatever it is, like there's nothing that can hinder you. There won't be any triggers that pop up out of your unconscious. So like if I think back on my life, there are certain relationships that are just effortless. You know, we're friends or not friends, or there's not really any, you know, emotional pulls on the other. So it's like you can see those people, how they're just like, they're just a part of life, right? And then there's other people who we may have had disagreements with or really strong connections to, and there was some tension back in the day. Like whatever it is, like it's being able to put yourself in their shoes so that you understand exactly, you know, not exactly, but you can get a good idea or understand where they're coming from, which allows you not to take anything personal or to heart as you're moving forward. Because as you're moving forward, your heart is going to continue opening and expanding, and those people in your life, if there's any sort of disagreements or there's not a resolution in some way, they're going to be affected by your growth. Okay, so as you continue to evolve and your heart opens, in order for them to get close to you, they're going to have an open heart as well. So if they're in any sort of place in their journey where they have internal work to do and they're choosing not to focus on it right now, or they're saving it for another day, it's just, once you have that awareness, you'll be able to continue moving forward without, you know, wondering or feeling guilty or anything like that. There's a recognition that when they're ready to open their heart, they'll automatically, you know, be in alignment to have that conversation with you, so you can move forward in peace. I feel like this has really helped you mature your communication and how you move forward. And there's just a lot of relief here for you. You're an amazing storyteller. You're somebody who's been through, you know, enough trials and tribulations, and, you know, the feelings of insecurity that we humans experience, that it's given you this power, this catalyst to take charge in your life. And I feel like you're being guided to go take us some time near the ocean. There's something here about relief and peace and receiving some sort of healing energy from the ocean if you're able to. If you're not able to go to the ocean, maybe tune into a video or something where you're hearing the ocean waves, or, do something ocean related. Maybe you like seafood. I don't know. Something that has to do, wear some sort of beachy type of attire. There's something here about the ocean and also the naturalness of it. I feel like this is more like back in the day when things were simple and we just go for a stroll on the beach, and it's like there's this wonderful serenity and peace, very connected to nature, purifying anything in your system, that purifying your emotions. Really, this, whatever is happening, is allowing you to purify your emotions, and it comes with unlocking your magical gifts, because your magical gifts are so amazing that in order for you to fully experience the amazingness of them, we go through this process of learning. And your gifts have to do with communication, and you're a storyteller of some sort. So this hermit time, this time within, you've really learned a lot about yourself, and it's not just your story. Again, I'm feeling that it's like there's the story of humanity, the story of Earth, the story of our ancestors, of creation, of artistic creativity, of the light within. And there's just this beautiful connection to the animals, to the wisdom of the ancients, to the earth. I feel like you're a very powerful storyteller. You may be someone who writes books in the future, like really good books that bring relief to the heart and soul. Like, I don't even know. There's something here that's like very fantasy-like. And this energy of not enough and conflict is a part of your self-mastery and your gifts. It's a part of what has allowed you to become so masterful in communication and having empathy for others. And right now it's a time to go. You're in between worlds, so to speak, right? You're expanding to the next version of your reality, and it's like there's a lot of there's some stuff we got to grow through. So I want to say that this period of time is somewhat challenging. However, there's no going back. And this is very, very, very natural and normal for us as humans to experience as we embrace, especially right now in the world when things are so unknown. If things were just like in alignment with nature, we wouldn't be experiencing all the difficulties we are. And that's a part of recognizing our own human consciousness, ourself as a human, as part of humanity. Thank you for choosing to take responsibility for your... Oh, hold on one moment. Someone's knocking at my door. Sorry about that, you guys. My neighbor just came by. He brings my mail for me, so it's very sweet. So anyways, there's just so much I could say here about what you're about to embark on. Embrace it. I feel like this is like... How do I communicate this? There's this energy of, it's almost like seeing yourself, seeing yourself where you are now, and seeing your past self, and then seeing your future self. And there's an authentic thread or commonality or stream of consciousness that is just you, that is authentically you, that has been you the entire time. And yet when you look back on your past self, you can see how you've grown or changed, or how, there were certain situations or relationships maybe that you reacted to or responded to that weren't truly who you see yourself as, being. Like, there are certain situations where we are learning, about our own behavior, where we come to understand why something's rooted within us, whether it's family conditioning or society, conditioning or beliefs or programs or whatever. It's almost like allowing yourself to let go of beliefs, which is really healthy. And as you're moving forward, embracing authenticity, because you don't need to believe in who you are necessarily. You know who you are. You're able to see yourself from the past of learning and not knowing everything that you know now, and seeing yourself in the future, how there's so much yet to be discovered, right? That you don't know now, but you will in the future. And it's not so much about what you do know and what you don't know, as much as it's about, your own expression and expressing yourself authentically and being able to be yourself in whatever situation you're in. And, being able to embrace it with excitement and joy and not feeling fear, being able to just move forward effortlessly. And I feel like right now is that time in your life where it's time to move forward from some things, and it brings you such relief. Like, you feel the new experiences and possibilities, and a part of your magical gifts really are truly rooted in being a storyteller. I can feel that here. Like, even this tower, this castle in the background and the gray skies, like, I'm feeling guided to just like cover that up. Like, there's only you. Like, no matter what, the environment and all of that may have been dreary at one point in time, but here you are, just so beautiful in your purity. Even in this card, the ocean, it feels really muted. Everything feels muted, but within it, there's like you. Like, you're like this color. You're the form. You're the muse. You're the light. It's like there's something here that you're recognizing who you are through all of your experiences and everything. Because there has been that, and you've learned from the past. This is not even going to be moving forward with you in any way, shape, or form. It's like, this is, it's like it's time to go from that into all of this good stuff, So through this, something here about your ability to communicate and tell stories that brings a lot of relief to other people that really relate to you. And it's really going to open you up to all of these new experiences, possibilities, where you're totally in charge of your own life. And it's like you're the person that you wish someone would have been for you. And now that you are that person and receiving that love and that wisdom and that nurturing quality, artistical, amazing energy, you're truly felt that way in the world. And so it's like you're going to feel your gifts really begin to be felt, and it's going to feel amazing. Like, you're going to feel how it benefits in so many multidimensional ways that it's just like, I love this picture because it's like it could go on, right? I mean, you could add, there's so much here, and yet it's all rooted in this period of really being in your own, with your own self, and how it connects you to everything in the most beautiful ways. So you have a gift of story, a storyteller, and you have a gift of bringing relief to the environment around you in ways that I don't think you recognize quite yet. You have a healing quality to the environment. So the environment loves you, supports you, and thanks you for, your life force energy. It's like the woman or the man, walking through anything. It's like you can feel the flowers bloom or feel happiness or whatever it is. That's a key or a sign or a signal, not a key, but a sign or an affirmation. You may even see the trees kind of flutter around you, or the breeze pick up in certain moments where you're feeling, where your consciousness is really aligned and picking up on what's happening around you. Okay, so tune into your instincts right now, your intuition, and you'll know when to take action if it's, if you're not already doing so. And allow your communication to really be your magical gift right now, your ability to communicate and the true aligned story of humanity and yourself. Okay. Anyways, I truly hope this message resonated and just brought some affirmation to what you're experiencing and your own magical gifts. And never give up on yourself. Just keep going no matter what. Keep purifying, keep looking for all the right signs, keep communicating and speaking your truth, and only your truth. And your truth, speaking your truth can mean being silent too. However you feel that, communication is communication. And I feel like you're going to be shown which, like how to embody yourself, whether you're being responding to an aspect of like your past version type of self or responding to a future version. There's something here about your communication really improving, really allowing a lot more balance and harmony to just surround you in your environment, and communicating with nature through your own heart, through your feelings, through silence. And it's not silence. Like I want to say silence, but it's not. It's just being a person and feeling things. So that's nice. I feel like maybe right now too, allowing yourself to just communicate that way through your heart, through your feelings, through your emotions, maybe taking a drive on your own to the beach to allow yourself to purify. Like there's so many magical synchronicities here, and it's okay to be in your own space. It's okay to be in your hermit mode. It's encouraged. It's what allows you to really feel yourself and give yourself that time and give yourself that presence. It's a really, really wonderful thing to do for yourself, and it will only strengthen your own magical connection to yourself, your own gifts and talents, which allow you to walk with more confidence in the world, which allows you to feel more trustworthy and more safe and more honest, and all of these things that can be felt, like physically felt by others and plants and animals and everything. Okay, so you're totally in charge of your life right now. You're going to make all the right decisions for yourself. Every bit of communication that you're involved with is positive and for your growth, and is should be embraced. I'm even seeing, like, I was on YouTube the other day, and some people are doing like, or I don't know, Instagram or YouTube, where they do like conversations with themselves, where they do like a split screen and like they pretend to be it's kind of like that, where you're like talking to a personality aspect of yourself, but you're not really doing it out loud. It's more like through, your just being alone time, like thinking, listening to music, observing things, and like feeling how it's responding to you in reality. Okay, so maybe allowing yourself to tune into what ignites certain things, like funny stuff versus sad stuff versus romantic stuff versus creative or intellectual or consciousness. Like maybe right now you're just being guided to kind of feel into all sorts of different things that allow you to get a very good feeling of your own energetic, colorful, texturized masterpiece of energies. It's like she's decorated or attracted or enveloped by these different kinds of energies. However, what are they for you? Do you have spirals and flowers, or is it more like palm trees and water and fish? Like there's just whatever. There's no right or wrong, right? It's all about you and what's true for you, and the new experiences and possibilities that are presenting themselves to you are because you're choosing to be in charge of your life. You're choosing love. What would love do? You're choosing positive affirmations. You're choosing not to see yourself as a victim. You're choosing not to see yourself as helpless. You're choosing to acknowledge your own power. You're choosing your authenticity. You're choosing your life, your new experiences. Your connection to the unseen, to the shadows, to the light, to the seen, to relief, to joy, to peace, to purifying, appreciation for the purification process, appreciation for the healing process, appreciation for the ability to see other perspectives and points of views, the appreciation for the magic, and being shown the truth about magic versus just, taboos and opinions and fear, right? Not needing to have permission or acceptance from anyone else. That will really allow you to embrace your magical abilities. No one it's like letting go of needing permission or acceptance from anyone else. That's a big one I can feel. And that is rooted from a place where, someone needs to have control over another's perspective, which is impossible. I used to say, what did I used to say? There's people who have their perspectives, and I would say, you're right. I have no control over your distorted perception of me. Like I have a bit of a sassy attitude. I don't always recommend that. However, there are times where, no matter what you say or do, it's like you just have to recognize. And I only needed to say that out loud once or twice ever, like, but once I did and recognized that, I was like, I really have no control over anyone's perception of me. And if you say it out loud, nobody can really disagree with that. It's not like a put down or anything, it's just like stating the obvious, right? And so that helped me move through those sorts of energies, and still does to this day if I ever, have to address it or respond to it. So keep going, and just allow yourself to embrace, the communication, the quiet time with yourself, the new experiences, be grateful that there's relief for you and you're not still caught up in all that stuff that never ends. Okay, what would love do? What would love do? Because love is waiting for you, Chief. We just adore you over here, Chief. Okay, so that is the message. I'm going to end it there. Thank you all again so much for tuning in. Thank you for subscribing, liking, commenting, and sharing the videos. I really appreciate you guys for that. And please do join me over in my social media world and my Patreon. Those links are in the description. And I just want to thank you once again. Continue to be you. Continue to stay true to yourself and keep learning about your magic and employing it, because it employs us. We employ it. It's so wonderful. And again, I just hope this message resonated and brought some affirmation. And I look forward to the next message that comes through for all of you. All my infinite love, as always, sending to you. Peace. Hello, group number 3. Welcome, beautiful heart and souls. Hope you're all feeling well. Thank you so much for tuning in. So let's see what magical gifts your soul is revealing to you at this time. We're going to start with a postcard from Spirit. As I was pulling the cards for each message, I felt also this excitement and love, and also this like seriousness to it. So I felt guided to read a little postcard from our soul from Spirit here. And on the front it says, you shine brightly. You shine brightly. We got the moon and the stars here. Dearest you, all your prayers are heard and mirrored back to you from the unseen realms. Be grateful, praise things before they manifest, and always ask for the highest good. When you plead and beg, that will bring you only more reasons to plead and beg. Instead, offer your prayers as sacred gifts, as a testament to your faith in a higher power. Open up and let Spirit move through you and comfort you. That came out funny, in a higher power. Add meditation as a way to become empty, so you will be ready to be filled with inspired epiphanies, peace, understanding, and joy. In this moment, your prayers are being answered for the highest good of both you and all life. Sometimes what you pray for is not supposed to happen for you, and your prayers will be answered in surprising ways. At this moment, we are listening intently to your prayers and want you to know that your highest good is our priority. All is well. So there's something here about praying, prayers. It's triggering a bit. I feel it. I understand it too. So let's get into it. Let's see what the message, let's lay it all out here on the table, shall we? I have abundance in all areas of my life. I claim abundance for myself right here and right now. I deserve to be prosperous. I deserve my good. And yes, you do. We don't need to pray for our good. We deserve our good. It's like, I feel you. There's this energy here with prayers. So we're being asked, or you're being asked. I'll include myself in this because, this is very natural for humans. We are the life force, we are the gods and goddesses in our human bodies. However, we can never truly be God or goddess. We can never truly be the almighty, powerful energy in its pure and true form of, no flaws or no contaminations or no anything. Like there's, we're human, we're like this alchemical combination, a mixture of everything that's here, and all of it was here before we actually got here in this life and this incarnation. And so where it's like being born into the belly of the beast, and there's all of this conglomeration of mixed media and biology and music and sounds and tones and voices, and it's like, we have to literally do the best with what we have every single day. And our whole goal is to continue getting better every day so that we're in alignment, so we don't have to pray anymore. We can just say, thank you. I appreciate that. Oh, I love that. Yeah, more of that, please. Oh, you are funny. Okay, heart chakra. Love is the heart of the matter. Your heart is the center within your physical being, attuned most to love. It's safe for you to love and be loved with an open heart as we stand by with perfect protection and guidance. Excuse me. Oh, you are funny. Funny, funny, funny. Spells, alchemy. I feel you here. 2, understanding. We'll get into all this. Amplify your positive emotions. Number 7. Okay. I can feel you already are feeling into this message all on your own because you're just that amazing and intelligent. Rainbow blessing. You don't need me to tell you this stuff. The water fairy, feelings and emotions. However, it is nice to have it, affirmed through another outlet, Oh, you guys are so funny. I truly love all of you so much. You're so much like me. It's happy, 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 joy, joy. The phoenix here. New phase, rekindle, renew, transformation, growth, changed mind. Okay, this is actually very cool. The drink more water, ocean. Make sure you're drinking good water. If you can get distilled water, that's a really great option. I get the Earth 2.0 distilled water at the grocery store, like in a gallon at I buy a few at a time when I really need to purify, or when I really want to just, nurture my emotions and my body. If I feel like my tap water or my filtered water even isn't like, sufficing, I will drink that and I feel so much better. I feel like there's like a purifying, a cleansing going on here, especially with the rainbow. It's like after the storm, there's a rainbow. The worst is over. The water fairy here, really feeling your emotions in their pure state, clearing out anything that was stuck within. Was it this message I just started with? Yeah, it's like almost like I was seeing water and I was seeing stuff in the water that didn't belong, that you would want to filter out. It's like that in your body right now, and there's this purification process going on here with fire and alchemy and also water. So there's a nice balance where you're not going to feel burnt out and burnt up, and you're not going to feel like frozen or like just up in the clouds. There's this groundedness to you, and a balance with the elements: fire, water, earth, air. We have the 3 of mirrors here, or the 3 of cups. I love this, the lion and the lamb. And the chariot. Oh my goodness. There's some very regal, royal type of energy here. I'm even feeling like Egyptians, like the pharaohs. And also like there's an energy here of, it's almost like there's a feeling of you really being shown a deeper wisdom and understanding to things that maybe in the past we as humans were led to believe it was one way. But however, you're being shown things in a spiritual way, through your emotions, through your feelings, through your heart, the truth or the deeper truths of things that are revealing. It's like a revealing of truth that you always kind of felt within, but never really understood or knew what it was. And it's being shown to you. And it's like not something that you would just go look up in a textbook or online or something like that. This is very unique and individual to yourself. It's like, I see the woman here. It's like she's standing on an egg-shaped lock. You have the key. Somehow you're the key, or it's something that you feel very naturally happy and aligned with. It's something that has to do with your gifts and your abilities, and your empowerment and how free you feel. Even in this card, it's like you're in the water. She's standing on here, like very balanced. It's like you're very in tune with consciousness, and like almost like you can decipher codes, and yet at the same time you're very childlike. Like it's your connection to the earth. It's your connection to the life force energy in the most simplest of ways that allows you this very, very, very deep wisdom and understanding when it comes to life and consciousness and humanity. It's like I feel like this ancient story. It's like you're really tuned into the story of humanity in a very true way, a very pure way. Understanding here with the number 2. It's also been a very solo type of journey, and yet you haven't been alone. There's been a lot of magicalness to your journey. I feel like a part of your magical gifts and talents are truly rooted in your emotional intelligence. Your emotional intelligence is felt very strongly. Water is something that very much benefits you. And I feel like water here, like even the rain is like a form of distillation, distilled water, distillation. It's interesting because even in this picture here with the cauldron, it doesn't even look like smoke or fire as much as it feels like living energy that's alive. And there's a spiral here, and it kind of, it's like a wave. It's like an ocean wave, and yet it's there's a merging here, even with light in the rainbow here. You're really moving into a very abundant energy. You may be someone who's more simple, more simplified, more modest, more rooted in the emotions of the human, your human experience. You understand that the true satisfaction of our journey truly is rooted in our connection to one another, to ourselves. There's a new phase here, rekindling, renewing, transformation, growth, changed mind with the phoenix. Even look at the spirals of the phoenix here. There's like this deeper understanding of your magical gifts. You may even be a water sign or have a lot of water energy in your chart, or you may have never even really worked with the emotional watery energy before like you are now. You may be someone who's more tuned into the earth energies naturally. However, I feel it was maybe more in a physical way or an intellectual way, where I feel like now you're being shown a deeper, it's like in your emotions, it's in your feelings. So you're feeling happiness when you're tuned into the love frequency, the life force energy frequency. It's helping you clear out. You may have had some emotional days or times. However, it's like even in the heart chakra, it's like your heart opened. There's movement here. And it's like you're able to embrace your true authentic reflection. You see the soul. You see the soul inside. You recognize the similarity, the life force energy particle within each of us that is the same. And yet we have different appearances. We have different expressions. We have different ways of, tuning into life and experiences. However, we're all, we all have inner childs. We all have, animal companions in one form or another. We all need water. We all need sun. There's just something here about you being, it's like praying is so outdated. It's like the physical reality is affirming and creating the prayer. There's something here about how you truly alchemize in the physical. Your gifts are like, you're like you're like the prayer. You're the answered prayer. Your gift is like being an answered prayer. Not just for yourself, which is no fun at all, but it's like there is this element where your prayers it's like you answer prayers. You are the person that you're like a walking, you're like, it's like, I don't know how to explain it. There's this energy of mystery to you. I see you like I see the cloak here, and like, she's got the scarf over her head and kind of like acting mysterious, and then, she's kind of a bit mysterious, and this child is just playing to herself, she's not focused on anything else. And then there's this energy here of like seriousness, like your gifts are awakening, you're the phoenix, you're transforming, you're rekindling some things, there's some new alchemy happening here. And it's like an answered prayer. It's like there was some chaos, but the worst is over now, and there's only blessings. The blessings are, being shown to you and reflected to you in the physical reality. There's movement here, and like, your soul, your ability, your consciousness to rise above duality, or not even rise above it. It's like I'm seeing you like even, it's like balanced, you're the center, and it's just all a part of you. It's all a part of your experience, the contrast in all the best ways. You're feeling happy, and this is affirming, there's only truly happiness that's on its way for you or surrounding you, because that is your energy. It's like rippling out, you are this in the center, and your energy is just radiating out. Your heart chakra is open, and you'll feel the safety and loving, you'll feel the safety of, when you receive something, you'll know it's an answered prayer versus somebody just handing you something. It's like that's not happening anymore. There's an energy of being in the receptive flow of understanding, why you had to cross that bridge or whatever it is. And even then, there was so much beauty when you crossed that bridge. There was so much guidance and mentorship. There was so much eye-to-eye contact. You were seen, you are seen. And it's like you're seeing others too. There's a lot of growth here. There's a lot of celebration of differences and appreciation for differences, and just being a sacred being and appreciating all of the variety and flavor that your emotions are allowing you to experience, all of the blessings as you receive them, to really feel the gratitude, the abundance. It's like you've unlocked your own code, and you're in the chariot now, and you're just being guided every step of the way. So amplify your positive emotions. Anytime you feel a little bit bogged down or you're not quite sure, amplify your positive emotions. Remind yourself that your life is abundant in all areas. And, allow yourself to do what feels good. What feels good for your highest good, for the highest good of all. Meditation is great because it really can truly be experienced in any form that feels good for you. All is the phoenix. That's what I'm seeing here. All is the phoenix. Like, you are the phoenix. You are transforming, rekindling your life in ways that are renewed and growing. And it's like your mind is changing. Everything's changing in all of the best ways. It's maturing and yet becoming more youthful. The solutions come effortlessly to you. You can feel, immediately through your own feelings. It can affirm for you. And it's allowing you to have, connections with people that you never would have imagined, or situations or relationships. It's taking you to new places, new adventures. And it feels so good. Like you're riding in style. You're riding in style. There's like flowers everywhere you go, and clean water, and there's always a place to dip your toes in the water. Something here about water. Just very, very, very beautiful feeling of water. I'm seeing this here too. Sometimes what you want is not supposed to happen for you, or sometimes what you pray for. And what we pray for is truly through our bodies. Our intentions are our prayers. So if we're praying for something, like with the physical words, like saying, we want money, or like, I pray for money, I pray for money. Of course we want money. And if money doesn't come or happen for us, we know it's not because we weren't praying for it. We know it's because it's rooted in some sort of lack consciousness or program that we have going on inside of us. So it's like there's this very clear awareness that you have to your own emotions and how your words and prayers are wonderful. However, if there's nothing behind them, the magic cannot actually occur. It's like there's truth in everything, and yet it's like there's illusion as well. And it comes from truly our own alignment with our own energetic system, our own emotions, our own mental realm, being really truthful and honest with ourselves, and learning how to alchemize and manifest, and recognizing that the growth process is so natural. A lot of deeper understanding coming in for you here. I'm even seeing like the water under the bridge. Like there's, and seeing how it's like full of life. It's all living and beautiful and gorgeous, and there's only light. It's like the waterfall here. Everything's very gentle, very pure. Ocean encouraging you to drink more pure water. Nourish your body. Allow yourself to take baths if you need to. Immersing yourself in water will really help right now as much as you can. I feel like there's just a little bit of fire here, which is really good. Like the phoenix, and the fire. However, it's like with all this water around, you're good. Like you're not going to burn out or burn up or not, or have to concern yourself with anger or rage or anything like that. Like this is a very beautiful, reflective, peaceful energy here. And even as the heart chakra card, in blue as opposed to green or pink or something. I love that it's here in blue. It's very much a peaceful energy. Okay, there's so much peace. So I really feel too, a part of your magical gifts are the presence of your peace. You're a very peaceful person, and you reflect the true, authentic life force energy nature of who we are, humanity. You reflect our true and pure positive emotions through your being, and you're magical. Like you're magical AF. You're very magical. Okay, so this transformation that you're going through right now, I feel like it's very gentle as well. Whatever little frustrations that you're feeling is because of this transformation. There's just a little bit here, and you can feel, how important it is. And at the same time, it's like, it's like there's this, it's sort of beyond your control. I guess it's more like just recognizing and being aware that this fire energy, as you recognize it and just allow it to fuel your creativity, your youthfulness, you're going to feel completely just balanced and neutralized, and focus on celebrating differences, celebrating your emotions, celebrating the beautiful reflections, the beauty. Celebrate the beauty. So, be in that energy of feeling happy, because you truly have something to feel happy for. There's a lot of blessings here, a lot of abundance, a lot of time to play and nurture your soul. And there's some travel here. So understanding, drink more water. I feel like water, just drinking more water, immersing yourself in water, studying about the water element is really going to bring a lot of just ease into this magical world that you're experiencing, because your emotional intelligence has a lot to do with your gifts and talents, and being able to feel the purity in life, however that applies to you. You may be someone who works with earth energies or works with water in some way, shape, or form. And also animals too. I'm just feeling a lot of earth energy here. I'm seeing how your positive emotions actually create beautiful weather. They actually create, a filtering or a clarity or some sort of alchemical alkalinity. It's like your energy allows balance and harmony to be strengthened in your environment around you. Even the angels and guides, like they feel your heart. There's this energy of them really supporting you in your manifestation abilities right now. And there is a desire or a deepening that your soul and spirit is asking you to embrace, and the understanding. And the water is really going to help you. It's going to feed you the information, that's required for you to really feel in deeper, dive in deeper with this energy, this gift, this talent. It's about the energy that you're working with. Okay, so group number 3, I truly hope this message resonated with you and brought some clarity and some affirmation to what you're feeling. I feel like this is a very emotional gift that you have, and only you can truly become masterful in it in the way that you do. There's, love is the heart of the matter in this gift, you know, and all the gifts that we obviously are given or experiencing or to experience in the future. There's a peaceful quality here, and your emotional intelligence is very, it's very clear, it's very sacred, it's very pure, it's very attractive, it's very nurturing, it's very loving, it's very needed in this world. You know, you are an answered prayer in so many ways. So what, by you choosing to express your gifts and your talents and allowing yourself to really be seen by nature, especially more so than other people, by yourself more so than other people, that's where you're going to feel the confidence or the growth in your gifts, that you are abundant in all areas of your life, and people are not the only ones who deserve your attention. So that's really how it feels. And by you choosing to honor and acknowledge what your soul is guiding you to do, it's like the people around you are naturally going to compliment you, and it's like your emotions can remain steady and stable and calm no matter where you are. Because I feel like, because your emotions are so in tune and so sensitive, that others can have an effect on them without even, they don't, may not realize that they're like jumping into your tranquil pond, right? And it's like all so there's just like this energy of, when you're in tune with your own emotions and your own gifts, you're always going to be in the right place at the right time. You're always going to be around the right people at the right time, and not to be hard on yourself about anything in the past or any like that. It's like all learning, it's all love, it's all just understanding. And whatever's happened, the worst is over. You're being blessed. There's all blessings. There's all happy energy here. And it truly, truly, you know, thank yourself for choosing to learn and grow and love. Just be the love that you are. Embrace your gifts, your talents, your emotions, your heart of gold and color. It's like your heart's a rainbow. It really is. And you are someone who is so responsible, or on their way to being fully responsible. Look at this art chakra. It's the art chakra. Spells alchemy. I feel like you're going to be shown some things about yourself in the future as you really truly find yourself in this centered peace with your emotions. There are going to be gifts revealed to you that will be revealed as you're ready. So you'll never be shown or given anything you're not ready for. And whatever you're aligned with, whatever you're meant to experience, that your soul is aligned with, you will. So one day at a time. And I feel like it could have something to do with, you know, it's the earth elements in some way: fire, air, water, earth, ether. Okay, you're some sort of energy person. There's not much more that I can share with you about it. It's something that will be revealed as you go. I feel like art is your friend right now. Art, heart, heart, chakra, art, chakra, art, chakra, art, alchemy, spells, understanding, and water. Okay, so start there and you'll feel the happy in your emotions. Know that you are completely surrounded and attracting abundance in all areas of your life, that all your prayers that you've put out there are already being answered. You don't need to pray anymore. And your prayer is simply, it's your expression, it's your way of life, it's your every moment. You know, you are received, like the gratitude, the love, it's all felt. The chariot here, your soul, like you're being carried, you're on your way. Okay, and so this is preparing you for whatever, you know, the next phase, the renew, the rekindle, whatever it is that you're growing into. So trust yourself and amplify your positive emotions whenever possible, you know, whenever possible. All the time. Okay, your emotions are your most precious guidance, loving, wonderful happiness system ever. They're your sacred energy. Okay, so amplify them, and the more you amplify your positive emotions, the more positive, the more things to have positive emotions about arise or surround you, okay? I love you guys so much. I truly hope this message resonated and just brought some affirmation and guidance moving forward as always. Thank you all so much for subscribing, liking, commenting, and sharing the videos. I truly appreciate that. And please do join me over on my social media world and over on Patreon. I would be so honored and delighted. And with that, you guys, thank you again infinitely for tuning in with me and for just being the amazing co-creators that you are, for all your magical gifts and abilities. I'm so honored and grateful to share these messages, and I look forward to the next message that comes through for all of you. And until then, continue amplifying those positive emotions, drink lots of water, and I'll see you again very soon. All my infinite love as always. Peace. Hello, group number 4. How are all of you, beautiful heart and souls? Thank you so much for tuning in with me. So let's see what your magical self wants you to know about all your wonderful, amazing, beautiful, magical talents and abilities. I'm going to start with this postcard from Spirit. And it says, you are magic. Look at that. Of course you are. I love it. There's 2 little cherubs on the front here. You are magic. Okay, so there's a serious tone that has come through with this message today. In all the excitement and wonderfulness of discovering our magic and truly tuning into the love and unlocking things within us that we weren't aware of, there's also this awareness or tone of learning and understanding our gifts and talents so that we're truly aligned with them as we're expressing them and how they impact the world around us, the environment around us, our relationships, even ourselves. Okay, there are just things to be aware of. So it's like a refinement process, and it's beautiful because your gifts and talents, they are truly serving the greater good of all. And so we just want to affirm that we're in alignment with the greater good of all and our gifts and talents so that we can continue to grow and learn and not feel held back or stuck or wondering what happened. Okay. Dearest you, pump up the music, bang the drum. And this one came out on one of my last pick of cards. Pump up the music, bang the drum, get up on and start that hustle towards your goals and dreams. There are times to be still, but this is not one of them. Now is the time to take that first move, to make that first move, say yes to life, pick up the phone, make that decision, and take that one step toward the gods or us. Expect a cascade of changes, good news, and opportunities to show up as if by magic. Well, we know it's really Spirit and all of us moving things around for your benefit. The point is that we are saying go for it. Take positive action toward your dreams. Even if the outcome isn't an exact fit for your agenda, it will all be orchestrated by Spirit and arrive in divine, appropriate timing. Don't you just love how it all works? We love you so, so much. I felt like a news reporter reading that. It feels like, from your soul. The news today is time to pump up the music. It's like you are the god or goddess, okay? In your expanded version self, your archetype, your embodiment, your soul is god or goddess. And so it's essentially like yourself talking to you like, okay, it's time to employ the magic. It's time to unlock our magic. It's time to learn. It's like learning how to play the piano, right? We sit down and we start playing. We don't always just look at the notes and learn the stuff. We also play around and experiment and make up our own, sounds. And there's no right or wrong or mistakes, right? It's like this period of experimentation that you're being supported, encouraged, and it's like held in. It's like there's a space being held for you to discover your gifts in a way that is exciting and wonderful. And yet there's, you don't want to take it for granted and get carried away with it, okay? Because it is powerful and it will make you feel really good, okay? I was born to enjoy life. I am a beloved child of the universe and have been given everything I need for every experience I shall have. I'm hearing to remind yourself of that. I am a beloved child of the universe. And you can even say it like that. So cute. Page of Swords, Four of Mirrors. How beautiful the mermaid here. Okay, so there's an energy here of like little, or you're so cute. This is so little, or whatever it is, but it's not. This is so beautiful. There's the Page of Swords, which is it's the beginning of truly like learning how to communicate clearly your truth. Okay, it's like you're receiving the inside of your soul, what you sound like, what you feel like, your emotions. There's an energy here of the mermaid, of being in the ocean, almost as if like we're human, so to be a mermaid would be a completely different experience. However, there's a part of us that is one of everything. In a sense, we can tune into different consciousness. So you may be feeling this energy right now of being really safe and held in your emotional well-being. And, there's different reflections here. There's different ways of seeing yourself. However, I feel like you're very content in your own skin right now, which is really beautiful. You're really content with your own emotional well-being, how your emotions affect you. You understand nurturing them and loving them and listening to your feelings and emotions. And so there is some communication that you're receiving from your higher self, from your greater being, from your God, goddess energy. And it's like expressing through you, or you're receiving it through expanded ways, like through music and opening up and, taking action in different activities or experiences or whatever it is. And if you're not, then you're being guided to. This could also mean that there's some sort of messages and news that are coming your way, opportunities that are going to be presented to you in a way that allows you to really begin communicating and receiving, this energy of it's like following your dreams, like your dreamy, intuitive, emotional path with a very clear words and dialogue. Notice the signs. So synchronicities and signs are really going to start appearing to you. Okay, you're going to really start seeing them. Focus upon your strength. When you're focused on your strengths, when you're focused on your unconditional love, your magical abilities, when you're focused on nurturing your vessel, your body, your emotions, when you're focused on receiving actual communication from your higher self in other forms besides just words or letters or messages. It could be through, I want to say, like when you're engaged with creative projects or artistic type of endeavors, when you're fully engaged in something, like it could be as simple as doing an art collage with nature, like going out and collecting leaves and dried flowers and pine needles and like gluing them together on a piece of paper. As simple as something like that. Like there's some sort of, whether it's internal memories being unlocked unconsciously, or insight into specific ways that you move your body, your hands, or how you focus on things. There's something here about showing you your own strengths through messages, through receiving messages in new expanded ways that will also lead to opportunities showing up for you. And it's trusting the divine timing. Okay, it's like trusting that everything is being revealed as it should on time, so that you can really be shown what you need to be shown before moving forward. That's how serious our gifts are. Like it's not like it makes the whole world all of a sudden this dream come true overnight. It's showing you that life is a dream and it happens day by day, and it's a process of unfoldment. It's not like you get somewhere and then all of a sudden life is just perfect. Like life is perfect because we choose to live it every day in alignment with love. So when you're focused on your strengths, when you're noticing the signs, when you're really nurturing your own well-being, your emotions, when you're allowing yourself to communicate only with the truth, you're going to see, how truly loved you are in so many ways that you never even thought about, because you're going to find yourself enjoying your life more and more and more every day, to the point where it's just, life is enjoyable. Life is enjoyable. You were born to enjoy life. And so It's like recognizing that you're born with these innate gifts and talents to improve your life, to benefit your life, to allow you to have the experience of your life journey, whatever that is, not just to serve others, okay? Why? Why? Okay. Girl talk. Time with friends, moving on, happily single, living in the moment, having fun. So, girl talk, you know, having a little girl talk here. Oh my goodness. The king, number 3. Man, authority, male sexual energy, things pertaining to the law, justice. You know, when the girls are talking, of course, you know, it's like, that's so funny. Clouds, shape shifting. Hydromancy, illusion. I love this watery energy. Oh, it's so ethereal though. You know, it's like, let's just lay these all out here. Laughter. I love it. We've already had some in this reading. And creativity, number 4. Look at you. So I feel like you've been in some situations that had you questioning why, you know, had you asking the question why. There is an energy here with the king and authority. Things that are very structured that affect you, you know, that you're a part of. There could be a male energy in your life who is, you know, somewhat of an authority figure or is the authority figure in some situations. So it's like you are where you are right now. And as you focus on your strengths, as you focus on the signs, as you ask the question why, you're going to receive answers. And you're going to receive them in such a way that there's no mistaking it, okay? I feel like there's an energy here of, you know, it's like laughter and creativity. This isn't something you can fabricate or make up. This comes from within. When you're feeling really creative and really artistic, it's because you know you're tapped into the love inside you, the life force energy inside you. You know you're focusing on your strengths and the signs and the team and the spirit and, you know, the emotions and the healing and the well-being. You're being encouraged here too. You know, anytime you have to chat with girls or friends, you know, there's always some sort of laughter or creative energy that's involved, right? Even with the mermaid here and the woman, it's like there's some beauty. It's like having a spa day together. There's nothing really personal about it, and yet it's like pampering each other through just the company of one another. Even the Page of Swords, it's not so much like serious conversation as it is just being human and being able to relate to one another and recognizing through shape-shifting here that you can just be a friend and let loose, let your hair down. You know, have a spa day. Don't worry about getting dressed. Be in your pajamas and, you know, take a bath and shave your legs. Or if you're a man, just, you know, relax. Like, I don't know. There's this energy here, though, of even in the girl talk picture, she's just wearing a t-shirt and her slippers, you know. Hi, what does it say? It says... Hello, Kim. So there's going to be time that is carved out for you to enjoy the company of others, of laughter, of also enjoying your own company and being able to tune into your own creativity and really feeling how that unlocks your own magic when you're really tuned into the frequency of unconditional love, even here with illusion and hydromancy. It's like peering into the water, and it could be just plain water, but here you have flowers and they're beautiful and you see the color reflecting and you can see, you know, how you're contributing artistically to something, you know, even just the practice, not doing it for anyone else, just yourself. That's how you discover your magical gifts and talents. You may have something here with art, you know, and you discover that however you express it is one of a kind. And not only that, but it's like, it makes you feel like, wow, you know, like I'm creating something really beautiful, and you're seeing your own reflection in that creation. You know, you're seeing that it's you that created that beauty. It's you you're feeling the excitement or the appreciation for the beauty of it because it's rooted in the life force energy. It's actually expressing through you in the most magical ways. And so Apollo here, focus upon your strengths. Any sort of weakness that we perceive within ourselves is simply a strength that is asking for growth, right? So everything within you is a strength. Everything within you is life force energy. I feel like a part of your gifts are being able to recognize the strengths within yourself and others, even if they can't see it themselves. You have this uncanny intuition, like where you do ask why, you ask questions, maybe you question authority. However, it's through those questions that you are able to tune into the truth of the matter. You're able to really feel and see and observe, the cause and effect, the justice, why things may unfold the way they do. I feel like you also have a connection to the masculine energy. So there feels like there's an energy here of masculine strength and action and fortitude and perseverance and education. And there's right now, I feel like your soul, your spirit, your heart is really guiding you to take some time to nurture yourself and kind of tune more into the right side of your brain or the creative side of your energy. It's very wow. Okay. So it's like recognizing that the intelligence of your emotions, your art, your creativity is just as much, um, it's just as strong as structure and authority and rules and discipline and all of that, if not more so almost, because this energy is where our strength is fortified. It's like the nutrients. It's what allows us to be strong. It's what allows us to make tough decisions or to maintain balance and harmony within communities or families or environments that's calling for that. If we're not in tune with our creative side, with our creative gifts, with our emotional intelligence, with our ability to communicate truth with our higher self, even just small talk, or learning or growing or just being adaptable. You're very fluid, you're very adaptable, you're very your spirit is fun to be around. You incite laughter and a good time and all of this magic. And I feel like there's been a part of your life or a section of your life or like a period of your life where things were more structured, they weren't as colorful, they weren't as emotionally involved, which caused you to ask questions, and the effect of that is that you're unlocking the magic within you in the most beautiful ways. And it's a way that allows you to be structured. It's like all of this energy is going to serve you in being able to really tap into this in a way that's an integrity, that's sacred, that is long lasting. It's not like just a kid's fantasy type of feeling. Like it feels like it's like bringing in the matured structure, and it's beautiful. And it's like building a house the right way the first time, except your house is like the most stylish, beautiful house on the block. It's like the street of dreams, It's not, it's like you could have two houses next to each other, both built, proper and, square and everything. But this one on the left is like blah and boring and white and no landscaping and just like, windows and doors. And this one's like, built exactly the same. However, you are, it's like you're tuned into the energy, and what you're creating is so beautiful and brings the life of it. It's like you have so much, it's just like your energy is like, it's like quenches someone's thirst. Your ability to create and express whatever your magical gifts and talents are here. It's like drinking a glass of cold fresh water after you've been on like this hike in the hot sun. Like it's so satisfying, whatever it is that your gifts are. And you could have, I feel like it's not so much about talking. However, you're someone that's very easy to talk to, and you're enjoyable, and you enjoy talking. You enjoy singing and playing music with others. It's not always about the conversation. It's more about the activity. And I feel like here your creative gifts and talents are really aligning you to embrace your creativity, where you don't have to do a lot of talking or asking questions. It's more like you're just sharing your interests and your love of life and your shared interests and your shared perspectives. And you guys could go, like, you could be with your friends and your crew and like just go anywhere. And you could go to a movie, and it's like you can there's no you could go to a movie, you could go to a concert, you could go to a picnic, you could go to a fancy restaurant. It's like you go to a hike in the woods, or you could go to the mall if you needed to. It's like no matter what, you're going to be you. And there's something here that's really showing you like your own magical gifts in the world are not so much about being superhuman or having superpowers, but it is your superpower. Your superpower is your emotional intelligence, your ability to tune in and enjoying your life. Like your gift is to enjoy life. Like that is so amazing to me. It's so amazing to me. So notice the signs, because whatever your gifts are something you enjoy so much, like so much. You just enjoy it so much, and it is your gift and it is your talent and it is beneficial and it is what you're meant to do. Whatever it is, it's going to continue being shown to you, the opportunities and the good news. Like I feel like it's almost like I don't know, there's a news reporter energy here and I'm not quite sure why. Take that as it resonates. However, it's like I don't know. It's just very, very cool. Your soul could be very attuned to communication and like reporting things and like, giving people the inside scoop. However, it's like this time you get to enjoy like being shown the inside scoop. You get to enjoy the ice cream scoop. You get to enjoy the pony ride. It's like I feel like there's been a lot of time spent in books and learning and like honing in on your skills. Like there's just this energy where you are being guided to enjoy life, like reminding yourself you were born to enjoy life, and a part of your gifts and talents are truly rooted in art and communication in terms of just like artistic expression and emotional intelligence, water, air, flare. I see the flare, like it's like fire and water and magic and color and air and earth. Again, you're connected to all the elements. So you're going to be shown. You're being shown now little by little, and it will continue that way. It will continue that way little by little, to reveal to you at your own pace. As long as you're feeling laughter, as long as you're feeling that energy of really nurturing yourself naturally and tuning in naturally to just having fun and playing around, that's when you're in that state of continuing to grow. So it even says here, get on it and start that hustle towards your goals and dreams. So notice the signs, and that will give you the cue when to act. It's like these kids aren't laughing until they're on the horses flying through the air, right? So just see yourself like you're going to easily be able to feel and pick up on, and your gifts and talents reflect that in the world. So I feel like for you, simply through sharing your own experience, it's like you inspire. Again, it's like you remind people of how important it is to quench your own thirst, to quench your own soul, to nourish your own soul. And there's something here about feeling like a fresh glass of water. Like you really are that presence, or fresh air, like clean air. You notice how there's clouds. However, it's so pure and there's artisticness to it. The clouds and their shapes and the colors and how it reflects off the landscape and the sun and everything. And yet everything that you receive is so intellectual, right? It's so, your mind is mature and yet open like a child. You're not afraid to ask why. You're not afraid to inquire. You're not afraid to question authority. And yet there's this level of respect, with Apollo here and honoring strengths, noticing the signs, like being aware of the collective consciousness, the consciousness of your own collective energies, seen and unseen. Okay, so wow, there's so much here. And I really feel one of your major gifts and talents is your ability to shapeshift, your ability to be to be in any situation around any type of people and still maintain your presence, your authenticity, which is, is healing. It's contagious. And the fact and truth that you can remain true to yourself is the gift, and however that you express that. I feel like you're really great you're a really wonderful friend, like a really, really good friend. And whatever you do, however you express your gifts and talents, like the friendship that is established for you and your future is so beautiful. Like it's just one of those it's one of those beautiful benefits of being really truly authentically you. And as you do that, you inspire others to be so authentic and enjoy their lives as well. And we all want to enjoy our life. So whatever you're doing, please keep doing it, and have fun exploring. I feel like there's something here with water and hydromancy and being able to connect with your emotions in a way, and how you express them through your body or through your art is really powerful. So keep being you and keep going, and know that you are guided. There's structure here around you. There's like this energy of masculine energetic support. It's very strong, which allows you to be very childlike in a way. So it's like you have this maturity to you, this safety and security, and which allows you to be truly childlike or wonderlike, or dive into, it's like there's like fantasy and ethereal energy here that's very real. And how you express it, you want it to be seen and taken as serious, and not like just some like I can feel that, and I feel the reassurance here. Like there's this connection here to creativity and the earth and the trees and your own connection. Like you are the creative expression of the life force energy, and you are a sacred being no matter how you act or what you do. And it's recognizing that in everything that you create and express. It's all sacred. Okay, so girl talk, time with friends, moving on, happily single, living in the moment and having fun. Whether you're a girl talk, this is just, I don't know. It's like if you're a masculine energy, there's a connection here with like feeling an ease around women or friendships, not feeling the pressure to have to be the man or to like, have it all figured out. Like there's a beautiful respect here of energies, right? Like if you're a woman, it's like you feel fine being able to have girl talk and be a girl. And if you're a man, it's like you understand the girl talk or the girl dynamic in a new way, in an expanded way. You see it's almost like a flirtatious artistic energy that's just natural to women or girls. Like we like to pamper and do stuff. And also learning, it's it's like there's this teaching going on here. You may be someone who teaches like if you're a woman, you teach men. And if you're a man, you teach women, through the way that you respond to each other in terms of like behaviors and relationships. And you can go so deep. And I'm going to end the message here because really there's so much happening here for you to discover. And the whole thing about your gifts is that it's like a part of your message and statement is we were born to enjoy life. We were born to live this life and create in this life and enjoy every moment and piece of it and savor it and experience it. And our kids are meant to experience it. And so, it's like you're focused on your strengths, and you've asked enough. You're never going to stop asking why, because that's how we expand, right? So take it as you will, take what resonates, but there is this expansion here with the water and the air and your communication. So notice the signs, and that's going to lead you even further towards what your, unique specific talents and gifts it's like they're revealed. You won't know until they're revealed to you, which seems, paradoxical in a sense, but that's how the universe works. It's just like me doing these readings. I didn't know how they're going to go until I do them. So keep going, be yourself. Thank you all so much for tuning in. I truly hope this message just brought some clarity, insight, affirmation to what you're feeling, guidance moving forward. And it is one of those things when we're learning about our gifts and talents and our magic, it's only revealed to us and us alone. You know, I could share with you my experiences, but they're not going to be the same as yours. And we all know what they are because they feel like different than everything else. It's like the feeling of your soul and your creativity, you recognize it. You know, there's nothing that ever needs to be spoken. So it's one of those magical birthrights we all have to discover. It's our gift to discover. It's our gift to experience, and no one can tell us what it is or how it should go or what it should look like. They just can't. Even if they want to, they cannot. Okay, only you know, and that's the beauty of discovering your own gifts. So, you know, truly hope that this just affirmed what you're feeling inside and, you know, gave you some guidance to move forward. Notice the signs, focus on your strengths, and allow yourself to embrace, you know, pampering and nurturing yourself and just connecting with people just because they're people that you enjoy connecting with. Okay, that's going to continue unlocking your alignment and ease and calm and all of it. Okay, so thank you all so much. Group number 4, I love you guys. I appreciate you guys. Thank you for subscribing, liking, commenting, and sharing the videos. And please do connect with me on my social media and my Patreon. Those links are in the description box. I would be so delighted and honored to see you over there. And so until then, just keep being you, amazing, wonderful you. Focus on your strengths, and I'll look forward to tuning in for the next message that comes through for all of you. I love you all so much. Sending you infinite love and peace always.